And as for the Jets, it looked like they were staring 0-2 right in the face.
Sure did.
In Tennessee. As you know, my two sleeper teams coming in, I always give you one in the AFC, one in the NFC. The one in the NFC, Arizona, how's that looking right now? The one in the AFC, if Will Levis just had a little bit more ball security, Tennessee might be 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jets turned the mistakes from Will Levis into points yesterday. And holy cow, do they have some running backs, the Jets. In Breece Hall, who made an acrobatic, beautiful high-point catch in the end zone for the Jets.
Great catch.
Right? And then Braylon Allen, the fourth rounder out of Wisconsin.
Is he the youngest player in the league?
He
Right?
is. He's 20. He turned 20 in January.
Like what?
We saw a 20-year-old catch a touchdown pass from a 40-year-old, literally half of Aaron Rodgers' age. And he had two. He had one in the air, one on the ground.
Yep.
He's 20. He looks 16.
I'm sure they
And plays like he's 28.
I'm sure they carded him on Lower Broadway if he went out. Now he went out in Nashville, and he went out and gave the Jets what they needed, which was some firepower in offense, as Rodgers found somebody other than Alan Lazard and Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall.
Here, Coach.
And the rest of the Jets on defense made it stand up. Will McDonald, the fourth, the very controversial in many ways first-round selection last year. Not a lot of people had him very high. 3 sacks, and he's going to have to contribute because Jermaine Johnson, one of their 3 first-round draft choices, the year that they had a whole bunch of them, he blew out his Achilles. Go figure that. Another Achilles tear. That is official. Which leads me to believe, do the Jets now call Hassan Reddick and say, come on, man.
Let's make a deal.
Or does Hassan Reddick just sit back saying, you need me now more than ever?
I think that's probably
Yeah,
the
maybe to
play
him
right
the price
there.
went up.
Hey, it has to go up for him because with the amount of fines and the amount of game checks he's forfeiting,
He's gonna
when he
try to
finally
make
comes
this
in,
up.
he might have to play for free for the Jets.
And nobody wants that.
And but the Jets got it done on offense, enough for the defense to make it stand up, and it came awful close at the end. It was a nail-biter, but the defense held on fourth down. I was another situation where you wonder if the Titans tied, do they go for 2? But we don't have to know. And this is what Aaron Rodgers had to say on the subject matter of winning his first game as the quarterback of the New York Jets.
What does first win as a Jet mean in uniform for you?
Technically my second. We all know that. Somehow that first one counts. 4 important plays. Yeah, well, I don't know if they count on that, but yeah, it feels great. It feels great. Been a long time coming. I was telling Evan, in the post game on the field, I hadn't had that in a long time. Being able to have that interview on the field after the game means you won, means you played halfway decent. So good to get a win. These are kind of the games you look back on late in the season and you're thankful that you won these because if we want to be a great team, we got to win in these type of environments against teams like that.
Yeah, that was Aaron Rodgers' first win since beating Minnesota Week 17 on New Year's Day 2023 in the 2022 season. And now the Jets go home on a quick turnaround Thursday nighter, taking on a Patriots team equally 1-1, coming so close.
So close
to being 2-0, taking Seattle to overtime. But the Jets got it done. They needed to get it done, and they were staring 0-2 right in the face. And boy, it would have been the longest short week ever if they were 0-2. With the home date against Denver, and they could make Bo Nix see ghosts before they hop on a flight to take on Minnesota, and then they come back from London and host Buffalo on a Monday night. So
They easily win the next 2 games, and
maybe
both them and Minnesota 4-1, 3-1, I guess.
And they're at
For that London
Pittsburgh,
game,
wrap up their season series with New England, and you got Houston at Arizona, which we know is not a homecoming, and so there's a lot coming down the road. But 1-1 is much better than 0-2. This just in. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.